What's up, YouTube? Tyler here from You Bros, and bringing you the ban list. If we haven't seen it, I will read off the list, and if we have, I'll just discuss some of the things and uh, pretty much go through it. I mean, I believe it was released either this morning or last night. I started getting the messages this morning, and a lot has happened, and it actually looks like a really good format is coming up, which is nice because a lot of things were removed and a lot of things can see play now. So we'll do the list real quick. So for the April 1st ban list of 2015 or March, whatever. I think it goes effective March, April. So banned, we got all Dragon Rulers and Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is a card that should never have been unbanned. It's a card that's completely like unfair, and it's a game-winning card. And all the dragons need to be banned because that dark matter is like the dark matter combo and all that is like just too real. So they removed the all the Dragon Rulers, Title, Redux, Blaster, Tempest, and Snatch. Cards at 1: Sinister Serpent, Tour Guide, Dragon Ravine, Preparation of Rites, Sacrifice, Symbol of Heritage, Temple of the Kings, Crush Card, Exchange of the Spirits, Ring of Destruction, Skill Drain, Vanity's Emptiness. Uh, so we'll talk about the limited. Vanity's Emptiness and Skill Drain are two cards that needed to be put at 1. They are power cards that completely determine the game. It's a mindless card. You literally have to flip it, and against their matchups, you can completely win. It's just how the card is. Definitely, cards need to be put to 1, and I'm finally glad that they have been. Thank God. Cards like Ring of Destruction, Exchange of Spirits, all the banned stuff coming back is really cool because they will be eroded, and they did make a lot of them return the blame. And although they used to be like these crazy good cards, some of them, a lot of them got nerfed and probably won't see much play. But although a lot of them are still good and still have like they still can be used very easily, or it could be pretty much be still very useful card. So it's cool that they're bringing back the old stuff, because that always means one for vendors, awesome if you have like your whole binder full of that old crap that people like, and two, people can actually play cards they remember playing as a kid. Uh, Sacrifice, Preparation of Rites. Glad I called those two. Sacrifice needed to go to 1. Did I forget one in here? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Scout went to 2. That's right. I thought Scout went to 1. Sacrifice needed to go because I mean it was a search. It was a card that means they can't destroy a battle, so it's like you literally had to remove it that turn, or else they're going to tribute. So I'm glad I went to 1. So it's less. It was like less of a problem. And Prep to Rights really need to go to 1 because that card's completely unfair in Neclots. Like it's just not at all good. Dragon Ravine to 1. I know as soon as Jared Boyd sees this, he's literally going to want to have to play it, and he's going to have a problem because all the dragons are banned, but he's not going to care. He's still going to get a little chub over it. I think Dragon Ravine coming to 1 is cool because Dragoon needs to get the support. I don't know if they got it or already got it. I know one thing came out and it was crap, but who knows if they'll get more. There is Dragon Guards coming out, so. Sinister Serpent. Mermails, let's go. Too bad title got hit, so Sinister Serpent's like. I think if Marmel's getting type of support, that's a card's definitely going to be played in it. And definitely, people are still going to play it in it. I feel like the dream. Excuse me. And Tour Guide to 1 is pretty good. That makes BA a lot slower. And not being the fastest. Like, it's still a fast deck, but it's not like Necloths type fast, if you know what I mean. So, I think Tour Guide to 1 is a pretty big deal for the deck. But there are other outlets, like I said before. Like, I was saying how Tour Guide can go to 2, because I mean you could play the Crane, you could play the Crane, you could play the Dark Illusion or Eruption. It's one of those two that adds it back. Cards like that. I mean, it just gets you into that play. So that's it for 1. Now cards at 2, we got. There we go. Cards at 2, we got Scout, Quillfort Scout, Necklaws of Brionac, 6 Sam Shien, Bruno, Charge of the Light Brigade, and Sacred Swords of 7 Stars. Scout to 2 and Sacrifice to 1, and Vanities and Skill Drain. That deck is not what it was, that's for sure. I don't know what kind of builds people are going to be playing in that deck, because I'm sure people are still going to play it, but I don't think it's at all. I don't think it at all competes with Neclots. Like, Neclots already, beat them quite easily, I guess. And Neclots really didn't lose a lot. I mean, they did lose the Brio to 2, but that really doesn't mean anything, because you can Unicorn it right back. So it's like, and you can just Emerald it right back in, and then, get it later. It's like, it's not as big of a deal as it used to be. So, for Netclots losing a Brio and a Prep versus a Skill Drain Vanities, Scout, and Sacrifice is just a little unfair. So they're not gonna really compete as much as they're. It's gonna be the format seems like it's gonna be literally for right now until new stuff comes out. Decklots are literally just gonna pub stomp, and then you're gonna see all the other decks. I think Cool 4 and BA kind of fall into the tier 2 stuff. I think Tellarknight is. I think Tellarknight is like really high up there, and I also think that Shadows will be really up there. I mean, once they get the chair cards that special summon themselves and search what the fuck they're called. They basically make Ouroboros and like Violent Sigma and stuff like that, and you just like you're really good at the game because you do it. Once those cards come out, that deck will be like probably the second best deck because it'll counteract the Necklot deck at the same time it won't. It depends. We'll see what happens. And the Ying Zing stuff is still coming out. So Secret 7 Swords. I went to 2. Not too sure why they put it just to 2 out of anything. I know the dragons are banned, so who knows how like what it'd be good in. I would consider playing it in water, if anything, because it is draw cards and that deck needs as much help as you could possibly get. So yeah, Charge of Light Brigade. I'm pretty sure it's the one you discard a card, add 1, and then mill 3. That's pretty good. That's a searcher for the deck, and the deck definitely needed that because it hasn't been seen much play. And that's good for all those kids who have 3 structure decks and think they can get there, because maybe they can finally. She ended 2. Man, I know Bruno's going to look at this and just decide he's going to build 6 Sams, but it's still not a good idea. Just because you make Shein at 2 doesn't mean you should. And Unlimited, all the things that are unbanned. We have all the baby dragons. Burner Pebbles, Blue Guy, Green Guy. I don't know any other names, except for Pebbles. Those are somewhat useless, I guess, now. I mean, they probably still... No, I'm pretty sure they're useless. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. Again, a lot of decks that Bruno's going to really want to play. I think it's cool. I mean, I don't think it's really going to matter that much, but I do think this deck's actually going to be played. I think this deck's going to have a fairly large impact on the meta, because, I mean, it's fast, it does things, it searches, it does all this crap. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that great, but I don't think it's that bad. But then again, who knows? What will people think of? Glad Beast Bastari. I'm pretty sure Bastari is the one that, the, like, hawk-looking one, like their main one that blows shit up. That at 3, that's pretty good. Steve's gonna love that. Gore's at 3. Gore's one of my favorite cards ever. That's awesome. I don't know how great it'd be at 3, but I'd probably still fucking play it at 3. Gore's at 3 is awesome. Lone Fire Blossom at 3, that's a big deal, because, Sylvans, with all the new plant cards, people are definitely gonna be playing that Sylvan craziness, and Tengu's at 3, so you know, people like Ellen Gray are really gonna want to play it. Goyo Guardian at 3, doesn't do anything. And Heretic Steel of Convocation at 3. Now this was like the most important thing about the whole list in my opinion, besides the fact that they killed Goforts. The Heretic combo with Dark Matter was really strong, and I said they needed to do something. They banned the dragons, which is going to still make the whole play... You can still make the Dark Matter, but you're going to drop things that just don't matter. So, before you would drop Wyverns and the dragons and the stuff like that. But now you don't do that type of stuff anymore because there's no dragons. So, I think they just still wanted the deck to be... The Heretics to still be a thing. And Seal is really good, and I don't know if Ashes is going to be like a liable card again, because I remember when the people playing the Heretic cards, they were playing Ashes, but there were dragons at the time, so I'm not too sure how all that works. But, I mean, that's it for the ban list. I think, aside from... God, people are messing with me. I think that all the cards at 1 were the biggest impact, everything limited, because, honestly, like, Skill Drain Vanities out of the game right now is a huge, huge deal, whether people understand it right now or not. Those are 2 cards. I feel like the game needs to eliminate the cards that you can just flip and win. And that's personally, like, one of the reasons why I just, like, stopped playing. Like, I absolutely hate when I'm doing everything right, but all I have to do is flip a card, and I just can't get over that card at the time. I just think cards shouldn't be like that, and I've always said it. I'm really happy that Snatch Steal's gone, because it's not really fair. And I'm really interested to see what BA does with one tour guide. I mean, I do think Crane is like a very good card, whether they like, whether they others agree with me or not. Um, Especially in that deck. But tour guide at one, that's a pretty big deal, and uh, all the band cards that came back are pretty, very good cards at the time. So we'll see what kind of impact they have with the errata. I don't know the exact description of all of them, but I'm sure they're pretty good still, except for Dragon Ravine. I just think that like that is literally the dream for kids. Like I feel like anyone who loves Dragoon is really gonna see that and just get a huge chub over it. So that's the ban list. Sub, like, comment. Tell me what you think about the ban list. Let me know what you plan on playing and stuff like that. Just give me your input. All right.